Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you are fully aware of what is happening with AMC stock. If you are not, it's probably why you're watching this video. And we're going to talk about that extensively in this video. What's happening with AMC? What's going to happen with AMC? What is to come, baby? Short squeeze, no short squeeze, crash, no crash. What's happening? Let's go, baby. It's time to talk about these things, and it's time that everyone is on the same page. Let me know what you guys think about all of this information down below in the comment section. So let's just start off with what's happening today with AMC. AMC stock is down 2.5%. Another day in the life of an AMC investor. Nothing new. The stock recently finally got confirmation, as this article says from The Street, towards getting this reverse split to happen. Now, I want to kind of drill this into people's minds here in this video. It's not about what has happened, it's about what's going to happen. Okay, and the going to happen is a lot more important than what's already happened. We know AMC stock has already fallen. We know AMC stock is already basically confirmed to go through this reverse split, for better or for worse. That's your opinion. My opinion's pretty clear at this point. I think this is going to be a bullish reaction. But things have already happened, right? So what's going to happen from here? I'm sure you guys understand my stance. But I think for clear and obvious reasons, AMC stock is going to have a strong July. Now, number one, AMC is going to raise a lot of capital. Every time AMC has raised capital in the past, the stock has rallied. Every time, without exception. So, be it this time is going to be the biggest capital raise by far, stock's probably going to rally. I think that's a pretty fair assumption. So that makes me bullish, just historical performances of AMC raising capital and the stock going higher. Second thing that makes me bullish is nothing's going to change as far as the short interest, the days to cover, or anything else. That's pretty bullish. A lot of people think that maybe shorts are going to get out of covering their short positions once this reverse split happens, or things of that nature. Absolutely not. That is FUD. That is not true. The only way to get out of covering a short position is if the company goes bankrupt, right? Then the shares get delisted. You have no obligation to return any shares. That's it. Nothing else. Granted, there's illegal things, there's weird things that happen with AMC all the time, but what I can tell you right now, my best judgment, everything's going to be the same. What's going to happen is the amount of shares that is out there is going to decrease. And what that will do is make AMC able to move around a lot more. There is just so many shares out there that it's hard to get AMC to move. Right? When there's going to be less shares, the same dollar amount is going to move the stock around a lot more. For an example, a stock such as GME has a lot less shares outstanding than AMC. That stock moves around a lot more than AMC does. For better, for worse, for good or bad, it moves up or down more than AMC does. And that's where AMC is going to be at after this reverse split. You're going to be able to move a little bit more freely as the flow is smaller. Now, that could bring in additional capital. It could, drive the stock up higher in that regard. What it will also do is drive a fresh new round of attention for AMC. You might think that everyone knows about this reverse split. Everyone knows about the court situation that's taking place. In reality, in terms of investors in the marketplace, no. Nobody really knows about this besides the apes. So there's going to be a lot more attention drawn to AMC, and that's another form of potential buying pressure that I see playing out here. So that also makes me pretty bullish. But I think the thing that makes me the most bullish out of anything else is this. Everyone is negative. I don't want to be in the crowd when everyone is negative. I want to take the arbitrage bet there, the other side of that. And that's exactly what I think will happen. I think AMC stock will rally after this court date. but I think you'll see a bigger rally after the reverse split actually happens. So that could be sometime in July. It could be in the beginning of July. It could be the day after the courts make their decision. It could be, the end of the month. Sometime in July, I expect a rally to start with AMC. Now, as far as the option flows today, like I said, 99% of dollars heading into AMC options today are bearish. You have a 1% positive order value. You have seen 50 orders totaling $23 million. Listen. Happy birthday to you. She's over there singing that. But nonetheless, you get the idea. Everyone is bearish. I want to be bullish in that scenario. Now, as far as the short data here on Ortex, you got $515 million worth of short positions currently on AMC stock, a 24% short interest of free float. Free float out on loan at 38.63%. 200 million shares that are currently out on loan. Days to cover sitting at 8.83. And I think this will be a big factor of another rally as well. Volume has been lower, so once volume does head into the stock, especially after the reverse split, you're going to see a rally in AMC, in my personal opinion. Days to cover being at 9 is up 57% in the last 3 months. You are up in the last 18 months 274% with the days to cover, showing you short positions remain high. The volume has been lower. So that is a bullish thing for AMC. Cost to borrow fees trailing 3-month average at 135.44%, 100% share utilization. If you take a look at the live cost to borrow fees that we are currently seeing for AMC, 351% cost to borrow average, cost to borrow max at 385%. These numbers continue to ramp up higher. Interactive Brokers numbers have doubled in just the last 36 hours, sitting at almost 200%. Just yesterday or 2 days ago, cost to borrow fees were at 100%. 3 days ago, you were at 95% cost to borrow fees. And if you go back even further, you get down to, 80% or 65% back here on June 8th. So cost of borrow fees have effectively went up 400% from Interactive Brokers since June 8th. Today is June 23rd. That's telling you a lot of volatility is to come, and the stock could move up in quite a big way. Now, on top of all of that, you are going to have some option activity as well over the next couple of weeks. The big expiration is going to be July 21st, where you have currently 24,000 calls in the money, 478,000 calls that are out the money. In the money puts at 441,000, out the money puts at 474,000. So a lot of option activity specifically for July 21st. But over the next couple of weeks here, you're not seeing as much, which does open up the door for more options, new options to flood into the option expirations, really in between the expiration of July 7th and July 14th that could start that rally with AMC. If you see a lot of influx of bullish options, that's going to be a positive thing. It's going to cause market makers to go out and buy more shares of AMC. That's exactly what I am looking forward to. Now, as far as what's happening today in the broad markets, you are getting a down day. Russell 2000 down about 1%, NASDAQ down almost 1%, S&P down 0.68%. And today is one of the last days of Q2, so you are going to see quite a bit of repositioning, and that could be part of why AMC is down today, as well as the broad markets. You want to kiss? Okay. You want to go watch your show? Ooh. All right. So that's kind of what is going on today. Biggest thing is the European PMIs came in at 50.3. You were expecting 52.5. So getting closer to negative territory. This comes at the same time Germany is in a recession. France looks like it's almost in a recession, as well as other countries in Europe not doing so well. This is bad for your internationals, such as in Apple. Apple does 25% of their business in Europe. They do almost 19% of their business in China. Those economies don't look like they're doing too well. America don't look like they're doing too well. So your big multinationals might get hurt here, and a lot of those are some of the biggest companies in the world. So we're not really seeing that negative effect here today on Apple. Specifically, I think they are one that is more vulnerable than others. You're not really seeing that actually playing out today. Apple is barely in the green, but it's still green on the day when a lot of stocks, majority of stocks, are not. So if that narrative does start to play out, if investors do start to get a little bit concerned about stocks like Apple, that could fuel more downside in our markets. And I think that is what is happening to an extent today, although it's not affecting Apple in a weird way. Maybe people think Apple is more insulated, but I think reality will strike them in the head that that is not the case. Now, if you look at AMC stock on a technical basis, you have done nothing in the last 3 months. You're not at the lows. You're not at the highs. You're kind of in the middle, stretched down towards the lower end range. AMC's RSI just went into negative territory. Every time that happens, the stock tends to bounce. So the technicals don't look that good. The chart doesn't look that good. But it's so negative, it's almost bullish at this point, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about July? Do you think July is going to be a bullish month for AMC? Do you think it's going to be a bearish month? Let me know your opinions on this. AMC's capital raise, all of that. How will that affect AMC? Your guys' opinions are very valuable to this community. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.